Welcome to Papa Z's Bees. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. It's time to put the Flow Super on the kitchen hive, or corner hive, excuse me. We're going to do that, but we're going to do something we call the anatomy of a flow hive. Stay tuned. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to kind of look at what a Flow Super is. This is the Flow Super. I use the 6-frame version. It has the side piece on the side where you can open it up and look inside the hive. But this is what makes the Flow Hive so impressive and so really neat to work with. You see these plastic cells are all in the shape of honeycomb. The difference is there's little splits between them. So this is what we would call the gathering stage, or allow the bees to fill them up. Then we move to the harvesting stage, which is a little bit different in that what we'll do, again, these are all on the hive. The bees never know this. We put this frame in, and you can watch as it turns. There we go. Now you can see over on this side here that rather than being in the regular hexagon shape like this, it's a little different. So what happens when you harvest a flow hive, in the gathering stage, just like this that we just saw. In the harvesting stage, you push that crank through, and then it shifts to this kind of position. You see what it does? It goes from a container like this down to a path. So this thing will flow all the way down, and come out this guide here. So that's what makes a flow hive special. Now, one of the things that makes a flow hive not special is that doesn't keep you from having to do anything else that you do to bees. In other words, there's the flow brood box right here. This is the box where the queen lives, and the bees are bred and raised and exit out the front to go do the foraging. The box just above that is not a flow box, but it's a medium super that we call their storehouse. We let them fill this up first, so this is completely full. And then when it's full, we'll put the Flow Super on top of it. And what that does, that gives a kind of a honey bridge that the queen will normally not cross. So a lot of people will use a queen excluder, which is the little attachment that keeps the queen from going up into the Flow Super. What we do is we use this honey bridge method, which is what I learned, one of the things I learned from Fred Dunn, one of the many things I learned from Fred, since the queen will not cross this, by just making it open up into the Flow Super, you allow more bees to get up in there and work it. So next thing we'll do is I'll stood up here, and then we'll put the Flow Super on top. Okay, first thing we'll do is we'll give them a little bit of smoke, let them know that we're coming. They've been in and out all day today, so they're really doing well as far as nectar they're finding. So we'll take the flow lid off. Lots of ants up here. I've got to correct that situation. Bees have propolised this down pretty well, which means they've glued it together with using their glue. There we go. Oh yeah, we're ready. You can see the honey here that they've already started capping and taking care of. And of course, as soon as we broke it, they got in there and started taking care of it. So I need to clean this off. We'll let them clean that up. Okay. So this tells me it's a good time. A good thing that we did this when we did, because they're in the process of getting things ready for to put more honey in where they don't have room. So lots of honey. So which really what this tells me is they're in need of this super. If we hadn't put it on here, then they could have become honey bound like the kitchen hive did. So next thing we'll do is we'll put the Flow Super on top. Perfect. Okay, so then what they'll do is they'll come up from the bottom, and then they'll hide themselves or get in here and start taking care of putting honey in those flow cells. This is going to be a short video because there's really not much to do except to do just what we've done. And you can see all the attachments, the crank area, the spout are all here on this side where the bees will not be. So you can, most instances, you can go ahead and harvest and the bees won't even have to know about it. So now we'll put the two little other covers on. Final two things we have to do. And then this up top. And now it's completely sealed. So they like it dark in there. They don't want you to have a lot of light coming in. So if you can come over here, I'll show you what. There won't be any bees up here yet, I'm sure. You can see this is, oh, they're already coming on up. That's great. Coming up inside there. So that's the frames that just look like. And so when we tell that they've filled them up, then we'll do a harvest. I'll point to a harvest video from this hive for last year. It's pretty amazing. We've had more views on that than we have any of them. So if you like a flow hive, just remember, flow hives are great for harvesting, but for everything else, you need to treat it just like a regular Langstroth hive. You got to go in and do inspections. You've got to take care of them. You've got to treat for varroa and so on. So harvesting is the only thing that really is made easier. Hope you like one. If you do, I'll put a link down there and you can actually get $50 off of a flow hive if you order one. Thanks for watching.